Still, it's still bugging you.
We're live,
Yeah,
guys.
we're live. Where's
We
the
are
intro?
live.
I thought there should be an intro.
Oh,
There's no music.
We can share battle scars.
so we have a
Yeah.
lot going on. So welcome everyone. This is the Points of Articulation. I am Geek Strong, Dandy 1981, Oakhurststudios, and we have a special guest, Galactus. But before we talk about any of that, Dan, roll that intro. Hey everyone, hurry! Class is about to start.
POA. 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 POA.
Oakhurststudios. Geek Strong. Captain. Dandy.
It's the POA, they won't be DOA. They're streaming at you live every other Thursday. The show is entertaining, don't know what they're gonna say. Points of Articulation, POA. POA. They will rock your joints like a boiling pot. Stick around and watch a burn head swap. Josh might show you how to 3D print, and when he gets done painting, it'll be mint. Danny might show you a diorama tip while we all watch Xenoflex and watch his shirt rip.
Points of articulation. POA. POA. POA.
Look how young we look there.
Oh, there was an intro.
There's always an intro.
You went live and then played the intro.
Yeah, I did. I didn't want anyone to miss any part of that intro.
Every second of our interactions must be documented.
It must
Completely
be.
recorded. I think Dino screen records even when we're off camera in case somebody says something, so he can hold it over you later. Do you remember when you said this? Because I have it on recorded.
I actually did a screenshot on Salacious. He was unboxing something, and he dropped it, and he moved, and you could see the back of his head.
Uh-huh.
So finally, I get to see someone. I thought he was a ginger. I thought he had red hair, but no, he had dark hair. So, but welcome everyone.
I never heard that expression. Why did he use?
RB.
Why do you use that spice?
What spice?
What?
Ginger. Why do you use that spice?
Oh.
Well, because
You never
Sporty
heard that?
Spice is kind of like, a traitor, and
But I mean, if you're talking about red, why wouldn't you use like chili pepper or something?
I think
Chili
it's
Spice?
orange, right? Is it orange?
Well, I thought you were
Oh.
talking about the Spice Girls.
No, he
No,
was
the
like,
word ginger. When people refer to a red, somebody with red hair or orange
well, ginger
hair,
ale is completely clear.
Stay on target. Stay on.
He had
well,
that.
actually, that is
Yeah.
a topic.
All right, I deserve that.
All right, so let's welcome people. I know Dan's been welcoming a lot of people, so
I'm highlighting them, but we got Lack Left Coast, super awesome geek show, Real Batman.
Real Batman.
Real
Okay,
Batman's
Lobot.
back. I was actually thinking about what happened to Real
Yeah.
Batman. He is back. Good to
No
see a Real
Bat.
Batman.
You got to watch him on Instagram, man. He's got some great. He's been showing. God, what did he have? He had. I think I probably should have known this because I watched all the videos, but he had all of his Michael Myers. set
Okay,
up.
I was about to give you a hard time and say that's really convincing me how great it was because you can't even remember. But
I'm curious to see if
I
here
was just
Real
messing.
Batman has watched the Terrifier Part 2.
What's the Terrifier?
The
What?
Terrifier. What? Well, Vern, you don't like scary movies, right?
I did not like Scary Movie. No,
Yeah. This is like it's terrifying. It's a
but
clown.
that was like almost like a spoof of a scary movie. Of a horror movie.
No, it was a straight up like gore fest.
Scary movie.
Terrifier. Yeah,
No,
Terrifier.
Scary movie was a spoof. The Terrifier
Yeah, well,
was
he specifically asked me about Scary Movie.
not the title scary movie, but the title of a scary movie. Any thriller, horror. Oh, we
I
can get
must be
into the
off.
genres.
I am just
People-
not understanding what you guys are
They
talking about
they,
today.
I don't know if it's all hype, but they're saying like people are passing out watching this new Terrifier movie.
You saw that too?
Yeah, but I've actually listened to reviews. They didn't do any spoilers really, but they were talking about it, and they
Did they
said that this is the Terminator 2 of the movie. Basically, it's fantastic. It's even better than the first one.
Did they
Well,
let
'cause
critics screen it?
the Terrifier
It's getting, I
was
think,
actually the
100% on.
second.
What's that?
Remember, the Terrifier was actually the second appearance of Art the Clown, because there
Oh,
was the
really?
first. Yeah. There was a really low budget movie. Really, give me a second. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
But the Terrifier 2 is actually technically it's the third
Third in this
run
really?
of his All Hallows Eve in 2013. That was the first appearance, and the Terrifier actually takes like it ties in. It does.
Oh, I have to watch that. Is that on a streaming service? All Hallows Eve.
I'm sure it is. I think I want to say we signed up for Shudder for like a trial or something, and I
Oh
watched
yeah,
both
yeah.
of them.
Shudder's good.
But
What-
yeah, no, I looked it up because I was like, what? And it does tie in loosely, but it does tie in.
Can somebody? What's real Batman's Instagram handle?
Batman Skulls.
Okay.
See, you tested me. You thought I wasn't gonna know, didn't you?
Man, I have a hard time keeping track of all this everyone's content.
Well, it
yeah.
took me a second.
Oh, those are
So
cool.
yeah, so we have a few things going on tonight. Since I'm the host, I will tell you. I actually got a package in the mail, and I'm excited to show you guys that. We do have to show our homework, which was build a Halloween themed item. I guess anything that has to do with Halloween. It could be a prop. It could be whatever.
My dog ate my homework.
You don't even have a dog.
Did
I
Josh
Maybe the
have,
dog ate it.
I have Iron Man dog.
Hey,
Hey,
did you see this? What I put?
that counts.
American Whale for London.
Yeah, I thought that was really fantastic.
It fits
The,
perfect.
the
I
kit
think you
bash
should.
there.
I think you need to paint the figure though.
Yeah, I don't have his
The match.
legs. Anybody have legs for the Ursa Major?
I have some legs.
You know what's
You know what?
horrible
They're
is-
on this guy though.
Oh, how come they don't make them so you can actually like
Mix and
It
match.
just doesn't fit.
You
The
can
sockets don't.
you can rig stuff up.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to damage this figure, so I use this for the Scooby Doo theme. If anybody's saw my video, what'd you think of that?
It was good. I actually have parts of that one. I did like
Yeah,
this.
oh, dear.
I mean, like, and he almost got away with it. If it wasn't for those.
I actually went to GameStop, but I was missing a couple of Build-A-Figure pieces for a few of those, and GameStop had their 50% off of items, some of those figures, and I got them for like $10.
Wow.
And then if you got $5 GameStop money, so I think I got 2 figures for $15.
How do you get GameStop money?
Well,
Aren't you a Power Up Rewards member?
yeah, Power Up Resort.
I don't pay for any of those memberships.
Yeah, it's $15 for the year, and you get $5 each month.
I'm an
and
all-star.
You get points.
Good catch.
But
Yeah, it's seriously, not to plug GameStop, Dean, but honestly, I get you, Vern. Sometimes it's worth it.
Yeah.
GameStop is one of them that is. You
Yeah.
will, if you buy even if you make 3 or 4 purchases in GameStop throughout the year, it will pay itself off.
So I have to ask this question. I mean, in the last 6 months, has anybody received anything from GameStop? Because I have orders that are just pending.
Every month. Yeah. Oh, so I get a $5 coupon from them every month for being a Power Up Rewards member, right?
Uh-huh.
And then even if I'm not like looking for anything at the time, sometimes I'll just pop into one of the stores and get a clearance item. And it's like, I got my $5 coupon. They'll have like a $10, it's a $10 figure that's normally 20 or 25 because it's on clearance or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you just paid for
That's a
your
good deal. Yeah, that's a good deal.
Oh,
I get it.
absolutely. Yeah. So hey, I missed Rolando and Duffman.
Rolando,
G-Force did pop in. I know he's
Duffman,
not feeling very well. Hope you feel better, man.
Linda's here. Hi, Linda.
Lobot,
Dragon buddy.
Dragon buddy.
Good to see you. So you want to get straight into your homework, Bern?
I told you my dog ate
Here we go.
it.
There you
My
go.
dog ate my homework. I actually didn't get a chance to work on anything, honestly, because on Saturday, I think it was Saturday or Friday, I'm trying to I have one of those utility sinks in my that we were trying to put in the yard, and I didn't have the right legs on it. So I was trying to put these brackets, and I was drilling into the brackets. So they're metal. And I thought, like, literally I could hold the bracket and drill into it. But once the drill caught the metal, it released from my hand and spun around, and it nearly took off the tip of my finger, like a whole chunk of skin. And
the bracket spun around?
Yeah, the bracket spun around. So I was bleeding all over the place. And I had it's like those those stitches type band-aids.
Yeah.
Band-aids, what are they called? Butterflies.
Yeah.
But they have these things called steri strips where you can actually just put them right over the cut. You don't have to worry about them. So I had those holding down that chunk of skin, and I've had it pretty wrapped up, and I've had like this big metal thing on my finger because every time I would like turn around, I'm pretty clumsy. So I turn around, I bump into like stuff, and I've had this like pain in my arm every time and it starts throbbing and stuff like that. So I'm not wearing that now because I'm finally kind of at that point where I think it's kind of healed back to itself, but it's still like healing, right? So that's why I'm still keeping it covered. So
I did notice that you had that on 3 Men and a Monkey's Leg.
Yeah, so that was fresh, and I think it was still throbbing that day. Like you could touch it and you could feel the blood. But I did take out some of my
right here. Clamps are your friend, Bern. Clamps are your friend.
Clamps. You know what? It's kind of a funny story because I want to see if like anybody relates to this. So I will do stuff like I have this scar right here on my finger, right? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right there. It runs that white part.
Is this a scene from Jaws now? We're all going to have to show our scars.
It keeps my finger from going completely straight. So when I'm splitting wood, I use like a wedge and I use a little tiny sledge to like tap it in. And then you get the big sledge and then you knock down and it'll split the wood, right? You guys have all split wood. So I'm splitting wood and I got the wedge. I've been out there like maybe a couple hours. I'm doing a whole bunch of wood and I'm now finally sitting and I'm getting ready to tap this thing in, and my small hammer is like 1 foot past my reach. I will have to get up and go pick it up. So instead, the big sledgehammer, which is right there, I grab that and I'm like, I'll just use this to tap it in. But it's like twice as heavy. So like when you're tired, I went like this and it completely misses the wedge and then broke my finger open. And so I'm curious to know, do other people do the same type of thing where it's like, instead of taking 1 more minute to do something the right way, you end up just being injured because
we have a kindler cracker. You know what a kindler cracker is?
Is that the thing where you put the wood in there and it busts it?
No, it's a like a round and it's got a wedge on the bottom of it, so it's a round circular.
Okay,
so okay. Wood in it and it keeps it there, and then you can just hit it and it'll split.
Okay, after this whole incident, I started using this thing it's a splitter and it's on a pole and it has like a little wedge and it's weighted and it's got a thing on the bottom. So you put the wood on the bottom and then you put the little wedge in the middle of the wood and then you just like drop the weight, but you can actually push it so it gets a little more force and it will hammer it in. So I started using something like that afterwards.
Would you live in California? Isn't it like hot there that you don't?
Well, we were living at the house we had at the time we were living. It's rural. It's in the mountains, and it would get like a little bit below freezing up there. So there were days like you would have to crack the water outside like one drop so that the pipes wouldn't freeze, the yard pipes. But let me just show this. So Dan sent me this last year, and if everybody remembers, it's a guillotine. So it's kind of like a Halloween prop. I didn't make it, but Dan did. So that's part of his homework. I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah,
I've
that's
used
awesome.
it.
I love the wood that you used. What kind of wood did you use? Or did you
It's
paint
like
it?
balsa wood, right?
I don't remember, man. I
Did you
really
paint
don't.
it, or was that the actual wood?
It feels like balsa wood.
It
Some
feels
type of
like,
balsa
yeah. I if I remember right, it's balsa wood, but I used it from what I used was a combination of stuff that I got from one of those like Dollar Tree kits,
Okay.
and it had the balsa, like it had all the pieces that I wanted, and then I got some strips from Michael's or United Arts or Joann's or wherever I was going at the time, and I finished it up. But I found some matching wood, and yeah.
Cool. And then I'll show this guy off. This is actually a Jawa, the Kenobi
Love-
Jawa with his hood removed, and I gave
Love
him
it.
this axe.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks
Yeah.
like Trick or Treat.
A little bit, right?
A little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we were joined by Darth,
Silver scrap.
Ways
Yeah,
of the
Darth Mother.
Sith, and Dragon Buddy, as well as Silver Scratch. Just wanted to say hi to them real quick.
Hey guys, good to see you.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, so-
Duffman's here too.
So that's pretty much all I got to show off, Halloween wise.
And you got a little craft you put on outside your on your light post, right?
I
pumpkin
I
head?
put some decorations up. I just did some cheapos. I didn't build like a whole Stranger Things thing like this person on TikTok did.
Do you ever get a chance of checking out my Halloween video I did? It's actually right on my front page.
I almost think you should redo that video every year, like with whatever your current decorations are.
I didn't do anything this year.
Okay, I'm out.
What?
No, we actually had put we have like a pumpkin. It's like made out of whatever, and it's in the form of a snowman, kind of. So it's
Form of
3
snowman.
pumpkins on top of each other, and that's pretty much the only Halloween decoration I have.
Wow.
Dang, man.
My son said he was going to take over this year and decorate old school, meaning the flying ghosts in the yard, the blow up guys, and all that stuff.
Do
He
you
said he
get
was going to do it.
Do you get trick or treaters to your house?
I live in a cul-de-sac, so we have like 11 houses on our street, so we don't get anybody. Everybody
Yeah.
goes to,
Oh, yeah.
if we did,
Would it
then
be a
I'd
different
probably-
story? Would you do like
Yeah,
a haunted house, walk through the whole thing?
I did it even when we didn't have a lot of people. When we had just a few people, kids in the neighborhood, I would still deck out real, I did it for like, I think maybe last year was the last year I set up like the projector and stuff like that.
Wow.
I did, yeah.
I used to do.
We have
Oh,
we
go
have
ahead.
pretty good traffic at our place.
Do you?
Not too
Yeah.
bad. I mean,
Do you
it's
decorate?
obviously the last 2 years were pretty bad, but like 2019's Halloween was really good. Like I pretty much got all of our candy out, and
Do
I
you
bought a
decorate
lot.
your front yard?
No, not in the front. No. But you know what? At the time, I don't know if I ever talked about this or not. So my neighbors were kind of like those neighbors that went like it looked like Halloween threw up on their lawn. You know what I mean? Like it was every square inch was covered in a blow up, a casket. I'm not making this up. The one, it was a family of like 5, okay? One of them actually drove around with a hearse that had a casket in the back seat, in the back. That was her daily driver. Like that's what she took to work at our local, where she worked at. So they were very, very into the spooky stuff.
I did a horrible thing years and years ago. Not horrible, but so we had we're pretty close to each other because we're a small community in our little cul-de-sac. And I don't know, probably 10 plus years ago, maybe 15 years ago, I had like those little toy chainsaws, and I had Jace Leatherface's mask on, and I'm going in my neighbor's houses with the chainsaw because they have they had their doors open for trick-or-treaters. So the first house, they didn't have their light on, and I think the parents were gone. But I knocked on the door, and the daughter came to the door, and she opened up the door to hand out candy, and I just jumped out with a chainsaw and stuff. She like shut that door so quick, and I kind of felt bad because my neighbors like told me the next day
I saw that episode of Cops.
Yeah, so it was pretty bad but funny.
What did your neighbor say?
Yeah, so he's like, hey, did you such and such came over and he scared my daughter, and I was like, no, that was me. But anyways, Sergeant Slaughter's here. Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
So
Real
Dan, you
Batman's
want to
got
show
me.
some homework?
See, I figured they had enough stuff in their yard. I didn't need to put anything in mine.
But it's competition, man. Christmas, Halloween, I went bonkers, man.
I can't compete with. I don't have the energy. Like I said, it was like 2 different families with like 5 or 6 people at that house. So they literally had like a weekend that they spent dedicated to set that stuff up.
I set up my Christmas lights like the end of October, the beginning of November. I put out my Christmas lights because you still have decent weather. If you wait till December, you get cold, rainy days. So I try to do mine like very soon. I got a couple of weeks and then I'll start putting out the Christmas lights.
I miss Darth. Hey, Darth.
Darth Muzza.
Chris is here. Hey, Chris. Good to see you.
Chris.
What, Linda? What?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Halloween. What is that? There's a movie apparently about how Halloween's ending.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I think they're getting rid of the thing.
Yeah. Real Batman mentioned that actually he had the sad experience of watching it. I have heard so many things, man. Like
about the Halloween ends.
I
heard it wasn't that good. I heard people are choosing to watch that over The Last Jedi still, though.
Well, can you blame them?
What's
that? I'm losing connection.
I just had to throw my dig in on The Last Jedi.
All I heard was Pika Pika. Did Dean say something?
Nope.
Am I losing connection?
Yeah, do you think Dino's just sitting perfectly still for a reason?
I don't know, man.
It's like
you're messing with me, man.
Really weird. I wish he would move around or say something.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah, because everybody got circles on their screen.
Circles.
It's Dan. You want to show some homework?
I'm not Dan.
Vern's dog ate his homework.
It did.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best here.
Look at that.
All right. I got some spooky trees.
Those are spooky.
Well, they're supposed to be. They're like I guess I kind of was thinking like, I don't know, maybe Sleepy Hollow, right?
Oh, if you only had somebody with like a skull cap, like a little skull cap, you could sit them next to the tree with a video camera, with Marty McFly's video camera, and it could be the Blair Witch.
Yeah, you do that. So I didn't paint the whole thing. I was in kind of a rush here at the end, but so if you want to do some like, basically what I did was like gravel here. So I've got some gravel pieces, and you can see the paper towel roll in there. What I did was I took some, the base of these trees are egg cartons. So this style of egg carton, cut them in half. I ripped each one of these little egg holders in half to make, and then you kind of trim it to your needs and circle it around, and then just kind of, if you actually tear it, or cut it, depending on what you want to do, you can get the root or the base of the design, and then you take hot glue. and then just make little strips. And the nice thing about the hot glue is, if you've ever watched any of my videos, I like to let the material do the work for me because I'm lazy, and that's the nice thing about the hot glue is because you're squeezing it right, so you're making little bulges as you're squeezing the trigger, so it actually makes it look legit, like you did it on purpose, even though you didn't. It just came out. And then what I did for this one, because they're supposed to be dead trees. Now you can do brown and then multi-tones of brown to dry brush afterwards. But what I did here was I did a dark gray base cut or base layer, and then I did a light gray, and then I did a white over it. So there's actually 3 layers of paint here. Doesn't probably look like it, but
Yeah, that looks really good.
Those are phenomenal.
Yeah,
I give you bonus points for also using the hot glue.
definitely.
thanks.
Yeah, I didn't use. No, I did. No, I didn't use any
Okay,
hot glue.
all right, you
You
didn't.
get
Oh, you
points
did.
taken away.
And I didn't burn myself.
So
Safety
they
first,
actually
burn. Safety first.
they actually did make a Blair Witch figure. McFarlane made one.
Yeah, he did. Wait, was it Blair Witch?
Yeah, they made a Blair Witch figure.
Did they really? Speaking of the Blair
Yeah.
Witch, if you've ever seen this show called
Yeah.
Psych, there's an episode where they're hunting the Bigfoot, and towards the end, the detectives come out, and then one guy steps in a bear trap, so he has to kind of be by himself overnight while everybody's going for help, and he's got a video camera, and he's like filming himself, and it's just like the Blair Witch. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I forgot about that, man. His movie Maniacs. He did a Blair Witch, Tooth Fairy. It was the same series he did, like Snake Plissken.
Yeah, I'm losing connection or something.
No, you're
I'm
good.
losing you guys.
You're good.
You're cutting it out on me though.
Speaking of Snake
All right.
Plissken,
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool,
wait,
man.
no,
Where did you
that's
get
not
that?
the McFarlane. What is that?
it's
NECA?
a NECA.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
That's a NECA.
I don't know who that's supposed to be because it doesn't really look like Kurt Russell at all, but it's a guy with eye patch.
Call
Yeah,
it Snake.
those big ones don't necessarily match too good, but
Look, he gets the
Yeah, that's really good.
authentic tattoo.
Authentic
Jeez.
tattoo.
What?
Rolando's here. Hey, Rolando.
Rolando.
All right, cool. So I did get a package in the mail. Anybody want to see what I got?
I'm curious.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this figure when they announced it well over a year ago, I think it was. I found it on Amazon for a cheap price. I've only seen it in store once, and they were asking like $45, but I found it on Amazon for $32. And Hooper.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Unfortunately, the plastic's all scratched up, but yeah. So I have.
They did a great job on him, man. Like the
Nice.
Dreyfuss, right? Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen any of those figures anywhere.
So I found this one in store. I saw this one at. Do you guys get a Newberry Comics in your area?
No.
So Newberry Comics had it for $45, and I knew that I'd find it cheaper, and $32 on sale on Amazon. Right now it's $40 on Amazon, $39, because I think I bought the last one. And if I find them in store with a better plastic, because I typically don't take these guys out of the box.
Did
But
they make a Hooper with the scuba gear, or is that one
They
come
did,
with the
yeah.
scuba gear?
Right now you can get
Yeah.
that on Amazon for $40.
Okay.
But they can't make a Brody, unfortunately.
No, because Roy Schreider.
Yeah.
He won't
What?
sell his likeness.
Yeah, they actually did make the sculpt and everything, but I guess the family denied it.
People knew
You're
what they were
kidding
going
me.
to do. They were going to put him on a pilot's body and call him the dude from Blue Thunder.
All right, so my homework is a while back when we had the cardboard challenge, I did the Exorcist diorama, right? But before that, before I thought about making that, I had an idea of what I wanted to make instead, which was a scene from one of our favorite movies, and it's got to be everyone's favorite movie it was actually in the beginning of this stream,
Star
The
Wars.
Shining.
Oh. But you showed that X-Wing fighter dude telling me to stay on target.
No, that was on a different stream. So I have NECA figures, the Toonie Terrors of The
From The
Shining
Shining.
Girl.
Mhm.
So here's
Yep.
the two.
I
So
think
this
they were
was,
in.
I had a little. This was
They
the
were-
hint.
They were in The Exorcist also.
No, they weren't.
Come
Well,
play with us, Dino.
Come play with us, Danny. So, this was a hint. I had a hint. You will be seeing doubles, and you will be seeing red. So this is you're seeing doubles, and this is you will be seeing red.
Oh, the elevator.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I
You
had
okay, Vern?
I had a few different ideas for this, right? So I got a it's kind of like a one of those $5. You know, when you walk in Target, they have those displays for $5 or $1 each.
Yes.
So this is actually like a little. It came with feet, and you could put like a pot or whatever inside of it. Like probably I don't know. I don't even know what it would be for, but it came with legs. But anyways, it's for me. It's more of a shadow box. I printed out an image of the elevator, right? And I'm like, that's kind of cheating. Then I was gonna paint it. And I figured it would look sloppy try to make straight lines because each angle is a straight line. And I wanted to cut a slit on the top and have like either put candles on top. So when the candles melted, it would look like there was blood coming down. And I was like, that's going to be way too difficult. So I just went with the cardstock that I got at Hobby Lobby. And I made it so you see the edging here, like the rails. It gives it a little bit of dimension. This is actually cardstock too, and I did it in layers so it looks like 2 elevator doors,
It does.
right? And then I had when I did my Star Wars cabinets, I changed the backing to red, yellow, and it's kind of like a foam board. So I used the foam board for the inside of the trim of the elevator, and then I carved out images and just put brown cardstock on top of it. So it gives it a little bit of dimension and detail. And then when you put a Funko Pop or whatever you want in front of it, pretty cool, huh?
You're gonna have to post that did you step by step that with pictures or anything?
I didn't.
That looks actually
Come play with us,
fantastic.
Danny.
It is.
And you know what?
It looks great, man.
I know the room number.
Oh, no way.
It's it.
Where did you get that? Oh, is that from the remake? Not the remake, but the second one?
No, it's
Shining.
from from Comic-Con.
Yeah, because they had a part 2 kind of.
It was because they used the Shining in the movie Ready Player One.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so it was like Ready
That was
Player
a
One.
great part in that movie.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Come play with us, Danny.
And who who that movie was geared towards nobody that would understand that reference, right?
Right.
Like that was a you're watching the movie with your kids and they're gonna throw this little gem in for you.
Now, Dean, you don't watch this show Psych that I keep talking about, but they actually did an episode where They had the two twins. They had Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, no kidding, really?
Yeah, they had a whole like horror themed episode. It was a
Oh,
haunted
wow.
like condo, and the detective called him in to like get rid of the spirit or whatever. And there was a scene where they were like the two twins, just like from The Shining, and then the neighbor next door was pregnant, and her name was Rosemary. It was really funny.
Oh,
And then
that's
there was
awesome.
the kid on the big wheel.
Yeah, from The Omen.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's also
Yeah, from The Shining.
The
From The
Shining.
Shining. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
So I'm not done yet because I don't know, but Vern usually gives me a hard time saying, well, that's really not a prop. But he didn't today. But just in case he did.
Well, that's totally a prop and a diorama.
Okay. So
Yeah, you
with the
covered all
elevator,
that.
what do we need for the elevator?
I think you nailed it. You need flowing blood coming out of it.
Bingo.
Uh-oh.
What do I
So
win?
here we have.
Oh, there you go.
That's good. Is that
Flowing
a
blood.
beef jerky? Is that beef jerky?
This is actually what's that that putty that you use?
Oh yeah, epoxy sculpt.
Yeah, epoxy sculpt.
So it's not teriyaki flavor.
It is not.
Okay.
So there you go.
Nice. Here's Johnny.
So I'm actually pretty happy with this. This is something I would actually display.
It looks great. I think it looks great, and it's good. It's a perfect place to display, like say those two twins or that Funko and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it looks cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Super cool.
Beef jerky, LMAO.
Beef jerky.
All right. So that's it for the homework.
Yeah, people. There were some photos that people put out.
I was going to say that's our homework, but we did not cover everybody's homework.
Really?
Yeah, there were some people that put out some pics.
UK Toys. Who else? Vern, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it.
Also got this picked up today.
You gonna pull it up?
Is anybody collecting the buckets from McDonald's?
Those are the adult ones? Oh.
No, that's not the adult ones. These are they're supposed to be like the retro pails that they had back in the 80s and 90s.
Did anybody see those though? Those adult
my daughter got the good one. She got the one that was actually from the creator. I guess that his icon.
Yeah.
Oh man, CRB. Thanks for popping in, man.
Take care. So I'm sharing. This is Classic Toys UK did the Wolverine versus the Count.
Dracula.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What Dracula is that?
He posted what he used too. It was a carton, right? Like a
something
not
like
eggs. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, that's yours from the frogs. Did he?
I know
put it in
one of the posts showed that he used it for the coffin.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Thank you. Is it egg garden? What the hell is it?
It's Kelly's. It looks like it's like clotted cream and British raspberry ripple.
Well, that looks really good.
It's got candles.
You must be hungry. Dana,
the candles are on the wall in the background as torches.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, those are cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the Jada Dracula?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways. I think that was it. That's what I saw. Was there anything on Instagram? Does anybody know?
Josh has got one in there, I think. Oh no, never mind.
I think that was the frog dude from last time.
Yeah.
So
still
Linda asked a question earlier about a movie that I'm working on.
Yeah, talk
Yes.
about it.
So back in 1999, the Blair Witch Project came out. I don't know about you, but man, that movie blew my mind. I absolutely love that movie. I love the fact that they marketed that movie perfectly, because when I went to the theater, I thought I was seeing real footage of something happening. And at the
Yeah.
end of the movie, I was like, that can't be real. They
No
wouldn't have,
way. No
no way.
way.
But it inspired me. I'm like, I'm getting a camcorder. So I ran out to Best Buy or whatnot. I purchased a camcorder. I'm gonna make a movie. I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna have fun with this. So I made a movie. It's by far nothing great, but it's
Oh, come on.
something that it was filmed in '99, but with today's technology, with my phone and anything, all this other stuff I can add to it, so I can turn a mediocre movie into an okay something to watch. If that makes any sense. So am I hyping it up to downgrading it?
Sure. You know, I never saw the Blair Witch Project.
Really?
I can't watch the movie for the same reason I can't play Wolfenstein.
Oh, so Cloverfield. You've never seen Cloverfield?
The first one, no, but that Cloverfield Lane or whatever, that one I could watch.
Yeah,
I
that one
can't.
was pretty good.
I can't play most first-person shooters either.
It's the perspective, the camera shake.
Yeah, yeah.
You get motion sickness.
My wife
Yeah.
is the same way, man. She hates those found footage movies. I love them.
Yeah.
I do too.
Which
But
is
I
crazy
get it.
because I can scroll through all the videos of people climbing like those construction cranes with no problem. You ever seen those?
No.
The guy's got the GoPro and they climb those huge skyscraper construction cranes, and then they stand way up on the top of them.
No.
Yeah, they're really cool to watch.
Can you do VR glasses?
I did do that one time for a short period of time.
Did it get you sick?
One of the games did, but some of the other ones were okay. Like the ones that weren't like very visual, the ones that were more like you were in a computer and everything was like rendered, like computer wise, you know, like old fashioned computer. Those were fine. It's like I can play Resident Evil, but you know that new one. There was that one first person shooter Resident Evil that came out a few years ago and is designed to be worn with a VR headset.
Yep,
I cannot play that at all.
That sucks, man.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah,
It
there
is
was
what
a
it is. I don't know what I'm
Cloverfield.
missing until I miss it.
That's right. There was 3 Cloverfield movies. That's right. I
What
did
was the
see
other
the
one?
third one. Yeah,
What
I
was the
think it
other-
was like on Netflix.
Oh, you're right. There was. I'm thinking of the one with John Goodman though.
That was I enjoyed
That one I liked. That one I
Yeah.
liked, and I
But
could watch.
the third one was pretty odd.
That
Definitely
was
pretty odd.
that was the one like they were the spaceship, right? Where there
Yeah.
was something. Yeah, okay. That one was kind of, I think, almost like a prequel, right?
Yes. Well, it was happening, yeah, when the first one was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched that one. That was good. But that first one, when they rickety camera shooting, I hate it. I don't know why
Oh,
they can't
yeah.
just like attach a camera to a sled, run it across so it's nice and smooth. I know what jerky camera footage looks like because all of my home movies are unavailable for me to watch.
So you're gonna have a hard time watching my horror movie then.
Yeah, probably.
So the movie I have coming out, I'm hoping to have it out this Saturday. I'm just about done. All I have to do is the intro. Is welcome to Geek Strong and roll tape.
Are you
I just
gonna?
have to-
It's
What's that?
called Scream. Was that the original title or did you change it?
No, it's actually called Don't Scream.
Oh, Don't Scream. Did you change the
Don't
title,
Scream.
or is that
I
the
did
original
not.
title? Okay.
So what I did was I kept everything original. I didn't want to cut it, even though I probably should have cut some of the stuff out, but I wanted to leave it as pure as I possibly could.
Okay, so
but
original cut. Good.
Original cut, and I added music to it, which it enhanced it. I added some special effects, like in the beginning,
Okay.
there's some television stuff going on, so I added that stuff to it, and a little bit of voiceover to add to that. But I try to keep it as clean as and as pure as I could.
So can I ask you questions about the production of this film? Because this is like points of articulation. So talking
Yeah,
about like
that's
making
exactly.
the film, right? So
Yeah.
did you map out all of your shots ahead of time? And if you did you film everything in sequence so that there would be like no post editing?
I actually edited a bunch through the camcorder. Through I forget how I did it because this was back in '99.
Okay.
But I actually did edit it and put it on a DVD disc.
So the camcorder itself had some.
Yep.
Was it is a digital camcorder then?
I believe it was.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember you could actually do a lot of stuff from the little screen that you.
Yeah, titles.
You know what
I remember titles and stuff.
Yeah. So
yeah,
the
I forgot
original
about
title
that.
is in it.
Okay.
The original title's in it. Don't Scream. So it's all blurry. So I try to keep it, like I said, keep it as clean, but I added some effects because what I had to do with the video, I played it on my Blu-ray player while it's on my TV, and I recorded the movie through my phone.
So you can get a filter on it?
No, just so I could transfer it. There was no other way for me to transfer it onto
Your
my
computer
phone.
doesn't have a DVD player in it?
My laptop doesn't.
Do you have a computer that has a DVD player?
I don't think so. Unless
Oh.
the kids do.
None of the newer laptops come with a disc
Because
player, man.
Yeah.
because a DVD made from a camcorder, if you had a DVD reader, something to play the DVD into your computer, you could rip the digital video right off of that disc and convert it to an MP4.
Yeah, but none.
So what I did was I recorded it.
So how many hours were you sitting in front of the TV filming with your phone?
It's not like it's only like a an 8-minute movie.
Oh, okay. Did you
Yeah,
put your did you put your phone at least on a tripod?
Yes.
Okay, see, so
Yes.
you didn't add to the jumpy camera sequences
I
with
didn't.
more jumpy camera. Okay.
Yeah. No, it
Did you
actually
close
came
the
out pretty good.
curtains and
It
stuff
definitely
like that?
looks vintage. It definitely
Okay,
looks vintage. I
okay.
mean, you can tell when when you run with a camcorder back in the
Yes.
day, it like all the colors would kind of bounce around and
Uh-huh.
it looks I enjoy it. I think I did a great job. Well, I think I did a good job editing it. I think I did a good
Okay.
job adding stuff to it. It'll be fun.
Do you still have the complete raw footage from before it was edited on that camcorder?
I have it on disc, and I think I do have the cassette.
Okay, so if you have the original cassette, which has all the original film, you theoretically could recut it today.
Yeah.
And it would be, you could potentially make it a different film. So I'm curious to know, like, if you're interested in doing like a director's cut.
That'll have to be how this goes. If I get more than 5 people to watch this video, maybe.
You already got 50 comments and 50 likes.
That's right.
Yeah, that was from one person. It doesn't count.
Oh,
Yes.
come on, it counts.
You didn't specify.
So my
So-
plan
Oh, go
my
ahead.
plan is to release this for 1 week only.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah,
Limited
so November 1st, I'm planning on putting this video in the vault for until the following October.
Will you have DVDs available on like your YouTube for people to order if they want to have a copy?
That'll be on that. There's a possibility. There is
So-
a possibility.
All right, because when I was in high school, we got a camcorder, a VHS one of the full size VHSs in, when I was probably like 11 or 12. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, to put the full size VHS, the door would close,
Yeah.
and you carried it around
Yeah.
on your shoulder. We had one of those, and the way I would do editing was I would plug the camcorder into the VCR, and I would re-record on the VCR, and then pause, and then find the next scene, and then play
Yeah.
and pause, and then I would have like one cut. That was the editing, right? That's why I was curious about your editing on this.
So
But a digital camcorder is awesome.
I actually have both versions on DVD. Like I have the uncut version on a disc. So like me, so when I go from scene to scene, you see me walking over, setting up the thing, hitting, pause, record, going on to another part.
So you got the whole setup where you hit record and then you run over, get yourself ready, and start the scene. So there's some behind the scenes footage available for this special edition DVD.
So
Trust me,
when you re-released it on the Blu-ray, you can add the additional BTS, right? Charge an extra $2.
You could do it. You could do it. Hey, if you want a digital download for like 99 cents or $1.99 or something, right?
We'll see what happens with this.
Hey, Chris and Steve-O from Collecting Star Wars has joined us.
Hey, Steve-O, Chris. Yeah, so look forward to seeing that. Hopefully, I'll get it done. I actually, I don't know if I mentioned, I actually still have the original camcorder too.
That's pretty good. Does it work?
It's been up in the attic for a while, so I'm not sure.
I have, and I'm tempted to never release these, but I used to do this thing where it has nothing to do with Halloween, but I used to like plug the camera in to the VCR, plug a cassette player into the audio of the VCR, play songs while I was recording myself with the guitar and pretending like I was singing.
You got to release one of those. You got to release it. At least to your channel members.
Definitely.
Yeah. Maybe I did that. I did that Star Wars. I mean the Starboy X one from when I was a kid. So maybe that would be a good one to release, right? Because I did a rendition of Johnny Be Good, and that's probably my favorite one.
Do it.
That's awesome. There will be no director's commentary. I can barely speak to be.
I think a total like, could this film be released with like just music? I'm guessing there's dialogue in it, but I'm wondering.
Well, you're guessing wrong.
Okay, though. So
there is dialogue, and trust me, Vern, you're gonna wish there wasn't.
I do. I am super excited to see this now.
So let me tell you. Let me prepare everyone that's gonna watch this. It's gonna become a drinking game. There is one word in this movie that I made. Every time you hear this word, you have to take a drink. And trust me, by the end of the movie, you will be drunk or waterlogged.
Oh my gosh.
Again, I didn't want to alter it. It's like the only homemade movie that I ever created. And I've had it, and I'm like, why not put it out there? Why not do something fun with it? So let's maybe I'll challenge people. Like, I know Super Awesome has done some movies, and he probably has better production with it. But I challenge you. You don't have to release it, but I challenge if anybody has a movie, try to do something more with it. With today's technology, you can do so much more to a mediocre movie and make it so much better. Trust me, there's a ton of copyright on this video. I mean, there's no way I could have done this on my own. I do have some help from some other celebrities in this video, and some great music and stuff like that. So I won't give much more away.
All right. Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to try to watch. Hopefully I don't. 8 minutes. I think I could probably go through 8 minutes of shaky camera.
I think the actual movie itself is 8 minutes, and then there's a few minutes of shenanigans going on. But so if you could, please leave a comment in the video. Let me know how much you liked it, how much you disliked it. Please do not unsubscribe to my channel after watching this. I promise this will be the only one I release.
Well,
That's
you
actually the
can't.
only
Don't
one I own.
promise that.
It's the
Don't
only one I
promise that.
own, at least a
Yeah, but I
vintage one.
mean, doesn't it? Does it? And when you found it, doesn't it like make you like inspire you to say like, hey, you know, I think maybe I should make some more of these home films.
I had a great time doing it both ends. I had a great time back in '99 making it. I had a great time putting it together now. So I'm just underplaying it. It's really not that great, but I think I turned it into something fun and
I
something
think
that
like
I enjoy and something I'm proud of.
see, and this is the whole reason we do this live stream, right? It's like a creative outlook of which I never do the homework, but
You do plenty of homework, whether it's a challenge that we
but
put
it
for ourselves, but you do so much. So
but the thing is, it's like it's a creative release. So making the movie and then even re-editing it, I totally get what you're saying about now that you it's like Lucas, right? He revamped Star Wars in the 90s because he felt like, oh, now I can do it. um, but I mean, it also unlocks the ability to like think like maybe I can make more movies now, um, of certain genres or something like that, and you know maybe I can up my game a little bit. I don't know. I mean, like with my with my granddaughters, I we made a whole bunch of these like short movies, right? With them as the stars. We did a whole bunch of different concepts and stuff like that. And you just seeing them rolling their eyes and you know complaining and stuff. But every time they're here and I throw on their movies, they like sit there in the chair, attentive, watching them, laughing at themselves,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
I would absolutely love.
Oh
I wish
yeah.
we all lived together, we live
yeah.
close by each other,
I
because
think
we
that would
could
be
do
cool. Yeah,
something. Go on,
yeah.
Dan. You were
I
going to say
agree.
something?
I agree. That would be really cool because we could meet at the park and do like a whole movie, and then have it, the PD show up and go, "What are you guys doing running around with these knives?" As long as we got the camera rolling, we won't tell them they're fake until after the shots are fired and stuff like that. And then, whoa, it's a movie. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Steve-O agrees, Vern. It's you know, it's a creative outlet, even if you don't put it on YouTube. I mean, like you said, if you
Yeah,
just there's so much technology out there now, and there's a greater market. I mean, think about it. There's so many more people that have access to streaming devices.
yep,
You know, like you said, you know, like or like Steve-O said, YouTube. I mean, we didn't have that 20 years ago. You know, we didn't have the. It was. I don't remember who we were chit chatting with. It. I think it was one of the conversations, or maybe one of the streams that we had. But we had, you know, I had my local three channels, right? You had Chicago, basically Chicago, New York, and then a local channel. You had like MSN, CBS, or NBC, and then you know whatever local channel and PBS, and that's it. That's what I grew up with. Now you've
yeah,
got the
yeah.
world.
Just
Yeah,
unlimited. It's a total release. I was so you guys are channel members, so you've seen my the movie that I put up. It was when I was a kid. My brother filmed
it
it. It
was
was
awesome.
yeah,
It
it's
was
like
awesome.
a kung fu thing. So when
Yeah.
my daughter was younger, we did a couple of her fighting her friends and stuff like that. It was kind of like the remake version. And then as she got older, and didn't want to be in front of the camera anymore, that's when we made those very first GI Joe stop motions. If you see them on my channel, is because like no actors, so now the toys are the actors. And
Right.
then so if you don't actually have people to put in your thing, you got a bunch of little people right
yeah.
behind you. Yeah,
Right.
So a few years back, before YouTube and stuff like that, there was I'm sure I've told this story before, but there's a video game, and it was actually before it was on Xbox. It was actually on the PC, and it was called U Star, and it was basically like karaoke but with movies. So you would have to read the script or whatnot and act, and there was a green screen with it. So we had a blast as a family. But U Star, the community, it had its own community where you could upload videos to this site and other people could watch it, just like YouTube. I made a lot of friends, like I made friends here, and we would share videos, and we would actually, I would grab some of their videos and we would splice them together, and we made a series. It was Batman, Robin. I was Robin. I was Nightwing. I was the Scarecrow. We had a blast doing this. And I have a little peek right here if anybody wants to see one. Raise
Yes.
your hand if you want to see it. Roll tape.
What is icing?
Icing is when Michelangelo, he gets a large pizza, he sticks it in the freezer. You know, he's such a practical joker. He puts it on the table for the other Ninja Turtles to eat. You know, Donatello hates it when he does that.
I see. What is high sticking?
High sticking, when I get a baseball bat, and I come underneath the chin of a foot soldier, and I hit him like that. I don't do that, though.
You don't do that?
No.
Why not?
It's me, Casey Jones, you know, it's a little unfair, don't you think?
What is slashing?
Slashing is when I'm fighting a shredder, and I hit him in the knee like that.
And there's a penalty for that?
Never a penalty for that.
So we had a fun, that was my son years ago, and we had a blast all the time. The kids would come over, we'd play that game and improvise. But I love to improvise. I actually have a video, and maybe I'll put it together and I'll put it on this live stream sometime. But it's When Harry Met Sally. So it's that whole dinner scene, but I switch it around. What if Kane from Alien met Harry? So I have that video. Maybe I'll put it together and put it on this stream. All right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll put it together. It's already put together.
Yeah, actually, no, I only have a couple.
Toss it in. I'm sure it's on there. Collecting Star Wars. Hey,
I only
Steve.
have a
He's like,
couple.
I'm gonna say, no, I'm not buying action figures. I'm hiring action.
I'm hiring it.
Who's going to see a wizard? You think if music goes with you, music gets us some friends.
I couldn't say. Name?
Yes. His name is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
THOR.
All right, there's a little more samples. I'm done.
Sneaky. Hey, I gotta go, guys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna blaze too. So, any homework for next one?
I'm not gonna blaze. You guys
Good.
can do that, but I won't be doing that.
I don't think that's what he meant, but
Just
good for
to
you.
clarify, not into it.
You're not gonna do a Johnny Blaze,
Not
the
gonna
Ghost
do that.
Rider action going on. So, what do you want to do for homework? Anything? How about we improvise? Just do something.
Okay, surprise.
Photography.
It's a surprise.
Thanksgiving.
It's a
related.
photography rotation, so yeah, right?
Yeah,
Something
okay.
fall related.
Something what?
Fall related. The season fall.
Oh, okay, fall.
Or the fall guy.
Not like.
That'd be stop motion of that. It's not the easiest thing to do. So yeah, keep an eye out for Don't Scream coming to YouTube within the next couple of days.
And only available through Halloween.
Yeah, only available through Halloween, unless it does pretty well. We'll see. Dan, anything coming up?
No. I've got a couple BBTS pre-orders that I was supposed to get this week. They didn't come in, so I don't know when I'm gonna have my next video up.
Toys and Fitness maybe Sunday.
Sure.
All right, so we'll plan on Toys and Fitness Sunday morning. Vern, anything coming up? Galactus.
Oh, what has he got?
Have you
What
opened
has
it
he
yet?
got?
No.
What? That's one of the curses about YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
You know what's hilarious is like I think I saw my FedEx like thing saying pending for like a week and a half, and then I think it got delivered. It got delivered today, and then I got the email saying, "Hey, it's left the building," and then like 10 minutes later, I got the email saying it was delivered.
You got it. Yeah.
Nice. And you just got it today?
Yes.
Oh,
you
okay.
earned it, man. You were literally one of the last people, I think, in the world to get your Sentinel. So you earned that Galactus.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop that guy open probably tomorrow.
Do
I
it.
think Super John has one coming too, so maybe
Yeah.
he will be the last one to get it.
No, I think he should probably get his tomorrow, if not today,
Nice.
because he said he got the email saying it shipped out. My email saying it shipped out came after it was delivered.
What's this Nightbot? I don't have Nightbot. How is that here?
I don't know. You meant
Nightbot.
Lobot.
Nightbot. Who is this Nightbot character?
Nightbot,
He's
right?
in everybody's stream.
Ooh, stop spamming symbol warning. What? What? Where did that come from?
Yeah, I don't know. At collecting
Who
style.
did that?
I don't even know what that means.
Lobot, Nightbot, go away. There's nothing. You leave Steve-O alone.
I know. What's up with that?
What the hell, man?
Do you have a Nightbot set up?
I don't. I don't even know how to do that nonsense.
Yeah, I don't know. How to do
Yeah,
that.
that's like, that's crazy.
But you know what? It could be somebody you have as a moderator has it
Oh, maybe
and set it up.
Super Awesome is probably your moderator, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure he is.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Steve-O, you do what you do. I gotta go,
All right,
guys.
so-
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
All right,
All
see
right.
you later, Dan.
Let me just throw this up, and so thanks everyone. And if you hear that knock on the door, might be that land shark. Take care, everyone.
Have a good night.